Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Once again.
Welcome. We are here to discuss something that has been
Near and dear to our hearts.
for many years, baseball. But not just baseball, but the potential of a 2019
Mid-season strike.
mid-season strike. So I think going into the off season or the winter meetings, we're talking November, December.
Yes.
I think in our group chat with Statboy Dana and Joe and Cern,
Yes.
myself, it was how much is Bryce Harper going to make? Where is he going to go? Where's Machado going to go? Like all these massive free agents.
Yes. Now, remember, I was laughing about this guy at work who actually is a baseball fan, although he's an A's fan. So he's a half baseball fan.
Yeah, he gets some demerits there.
I remember, I'm getting off topic real quick. I was arguing about
Damn it, Cerny.
the A's. And I think like Nick Swisher was like on their A's, like one of the top like right fielders of all time. I was like, that's pathetic.
All time?
That's pathetic if he's on your hit list. Anyway,
He's like a 7-hitter on any team, but anyway.
In AAA, he's a 7.
He's a 4A player. Nick Swisher's a good 4A player, I will say.
But I was saying, remember when Harper was talking about everyone was like, he's getting $500 million. He's going to get a $500 million contract. That was it.
Admittedly, I was trying to ruffle some feathers with Dana and to be like,
He
Harper's
doesn't
a
listen,
goat.
so you're safe.
Fine. Harper's a goat. He's going to be the first $500 million. He's going to make $500 million, blah, blah. And here we are. Pitchers and catchers have reported the first spring training game is next fucking Friday.
From the time of recording.
And they are not, So it could be tomorrow if we release this, next week.
Tomorrow, or it was in the
Tomorrow or in the past. And there's 4 absolutely massive free agents unsigned.
Yes. I know. I didn't know.
We can go through down the list.
So I didn't know that Dallas Keuchel. I didn't know he was a free agent.
I didn't either. Kimbrel.
I didn't know he was a free agent either. Craig Kimbrel.
He is. That would be like if Martin Rivera was still a free agent.
Yeah.
Or
who's the guy from San Diego? Gagne.
Trevor Hoffman.
Yeah.
Or who's the lefty Billy Wagner back in the day on the Astros?
That's right.
So now.
Wait, who is that? Brad Lidge.
I had a conversation with the Astros fan.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how I was rooting for the Astros when they were playing the Dodgers and how that was great. And then we started rolling the history books back about when Pettit and Clemens was on the Astros. And then I said Brad Lynch, and I was like, that bomb that he gave up to Pujols, that was like, that ruined his career.
That wrecked him.
That wrecked him. So I think, are you surprised that Bryce Harper, Machado, Kimbrel, or Keuchel are unsigned at this time as this late?
Now, Kimbrel and Keuchel, I am surprised.
You expected Harper to be unsigned?
Harper and Machado.
Spring training started?
Maybe not if at the end of last year, like going out of baseball into football, I wouldn't expect him. But the let's just say antics, like following network and then the unfollow, it's like a game. Yeah. It's like a game to those two.
Oh, Machado unfollowed the Lakers Twitter account or the Dodgers mascot, and he started following the White Sox.
I think they're just fucking
stadium.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. Is that the players fucking with people, or are they just living their lives? And people are looking so hard for a possible sign to break a story.
I think they started them living their lives, and I think because like I follow. Do you follow MLB memes on?
Yeah.
So it's like confirmed. Harper's going to it. So I think it started coming up from stuff like that where people are like, oh, this is a sign for this. So I think they're starting to do like he unfollowed the whatever the
Nationals hockey team.
Yeah, I can't remember what they are. So they're like, oh, he's done. He's done, in DC.
It's like, no, maybe he just doesn't like that team. Maybe he's switched teams. I don't know.
Maybe he's being a Sharks fan.
So there was the reason why I guess this sort of has had legs is a couple days ago, February 15th, Adam Wainwright, a aging pitcher for the Cardinals.
Yes, true.
He's past his prime.
Yes, a few years.
Yeah, so he's on Twitter.
He's a decent 4 pitcher now.
Yeah,
3, 4
he's a good
pitcher.
spot starter.
Yeah, he's not. He may need an opener.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think this will be. I'll add this in post production, but here's a 13-second clip of him on an interview, and certainly I will be able to hear this.
Unless something changes, they're going to be a strike 100%.
Yeah, and
I mean, I don't think anybody's.
So unless there's some
hiding that.
changes,
I think there's
a strike 100%, according to Wainwright.
I'm just worried people are going to walk out mid-season.
He's worried people are going to walk out mid-season. Now,
but what are the changes that they're asking for?
Now, I think a lot of the stuff. There's a couple camps here. One is some of the players think that the owners are colluding against them to drive down prices. So,
okay,
Bryce Harper, when he was offered a 10-year, $300 million deal, pretty much after the baseball season was over by his existing team, the Nationals, we're like, man, that's like the opening bid for a Banksy or like some massive piece, right? Then you're like, okay, here it goes. I was kind of ready, like 300 from them. Like the Yankees are going to throw fucking 375 and 400. This kind of bidding war, which is what we were used to and what we expected, and how all these past seasons, postseasons have been. That's one camp of like, now the owners are saying we're going to let it go, and they will come down to us.
It's business.
The free market will speak.
Yes.
But if all the owners are under agreement, then there's this other sort of camp that is, this is a quote from Brad Branch on his free agency experience. We talked to certain teams, and they told us that we have an algorithm, and here's where you fall. So all these sabermetrics and all these stats are kind of saying, hey, we can pay X amount of money, but we don't actually get that amount of value from you. And they have all these algorithms and these like programs that they can run and say like, hey, if we're going to pay $200 million for you, here's what we expect you to produce for us, and it's just not worth it. So we'll pay you $80 million.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's a formula now almost. So that's kind of one part of it as well.
And actually kind of subscribe to that a little bit.
I would agree with that.
Because last year Harper wasn't exactly stellar.
No. I mean, he is an MVP, and he will be again, so I can get my $5 from Dana.
But last year, and I don't know if the year before that, if he hasn't been... Yeah, remember he's complaining about the shift, and, they need to get rid of the shift and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Now...
And these 10-year contracts, they don't... I mean, history has shown those
don't pay off.
No. Yeah, okay. Oh, he's 26. Yeah, so you're having when he's 36? He's not going to be as productive as he is, at 36 when he's 26.
I went back.
Unless we stop testing.
Yeah. Or stop the hands of time. I went back with somebody, my buddy Chris, and we were talking about A-Rod's contract. And I was reading per year how much he made. He has deferments from the Rangers. Like, he's still getting paid this year from the Rangers. He's making like $15 million or something.
Oh fuck! Isn't like Bobby Bonilla getting paid? Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby Bonilla is getting his cool mill from the Mets every year till like the next 10 years.
It's crazy.
So I think owners and people who are spending money are like, Harper, it's going to be a great sort of pump up, but there's no way he's going to stay 10 years is a long fucking time.
And it's not like Manny Machado. Would he just get an 8-year, 200 and something mil? It's not like they're not getting offers. They're just not getting ridiculous offers.
Yeah. So you're going to lose some people.
And Machado during the playoffs was Mr. I don't hustle and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you want to get paid the premium dollar?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's true. Now, Cerny, if there is a strike mid-season, what will that do to your fandom of baseball?
I mean, I don't think it will change. I mean, we were live there in 94. I'll still be a fan, but
so,
I mean, I'm sure if I go to the games, it'll be more insulting, the players.
Yeah.
You throw dollars at them.
Yeah. You fucking suck. Now, I think where the MLB players could really, because you're right, you can't really strike and say, well, they're not paying us what we're worth. And someone's like, someone offered you $300 million.
Yeah.
10 people in the world get that offer ever.
Yeah.
And you're like saying you're not worth.
I'm worth more. Okay.
So you're going to lose a lot of people that way. You're going to lose a lot of casual fans.
Yeah, the casual fans will definitely.
Now, here's where if I was running the MLB Players Association or like whoever's rallying the troops up for the strike, here's what I would do. I would say, we need to band together with our minor league brethren who's making $30 a fucking week in single A and come up with like a better agreement for everyone to get paid more, because everyone knows minor league players don't make shit, right?
Yeah, disperse it out a little bit more.
Just like, let's spread the wealth a little bit. Yeah, like, I mean, if you're a minor league player, like, you should be making $80K a year. Like, is that
livable
fair?
wage?
Yeah,
a livable
that's
wage,
like,
yes.
Hey, yeah, you're not driving a fucking Lambo up to the field, but you're also not having to be a PE teacher during the summer when you're fucking out of work. Like, there's a happy medium somewhere in between there, right?
Right.
That's sort of the thing that I would do if I was them. But they haven't asked for my consultancy. So do you want to go over some of the notable players that are still free agents, or Cerny, we can go over the 94-95 strike?
Ooh, let's.
Because I have no fucking idea what that was about.
Oh yeah, why was
we
that?
We were we little lasses of 6 or 7.
7 years old? 7 years old, yeah.
Okay. So the 1994 MLB strike was the 8th stoppage in baseball history.
I actually have the World Series ball from 1994.
Unused. And Tony Gwynn was going to hit 400. That's all I know.
That's right. He was on pace.
All right, here's the background. In response to the
actually, I have a ball signed by Tony Gwynn, too.
Rip. Big fella. I would say the most notable unsigned free agent, Bartolo Colon.
Oh. Now he is the GOAT.
He is a GOAT. In response to the worsening financial situation in baseball, the owners of MLB teams collectively proposed a salary cap to the players. Ownerships claimed that small market clubs would fall by the wayside unless teams agreed to share broadcasting revenues to increase equity amongst the teams and enact a salary cap, a proposal that players opposed. On January 94, owners approved a new rev-sharing plan keyed with a salary cap that would require players' approval. The following day, owners amended the MLB agreement by giving complete power to the commissioner on labor negotiations. Wow. The dispute was played out with the backdrop of years of hostility and mistrust on both sides. People were saying that there's collusion going on. On July 13th, there's serious negotiations to begin soon. The players are going on strike in September of that year, threatening the postseason. Okay. In June of 94, I guess, negotiations continued to heat up. The owners decided to withhold $7.8 million that were required to pay per previous agreement to the players' pensions and benefit plans.
Wow.
So they withheld almost $8 million. That's something. And on July 28th, the Players Association board set August 12th, 1994 as a strike date. And when that date came, the players went ahead with their threat to walk off the job. The last game of the baseball season was played on August 11th, 1994.
Oh.
Wow.
Tony Gwynn was shorted.
He was. That's deep into the season. You're almost there.
Yeah.
That's like it's like 3/4 of the season at least, right? August. That's August, September.
If you're Tony Gwynn, you're like, no. I'll play with the Scabs.
24 hits. Yeah, I'll play with the Scabs.
Come on.
If you pay me in chewing tobacco. No, that was
low blow.
That was in foretaste. All right, there was a couple hour negotiations. There was no progress on the strike that went into its fourth week. Bud Selig was acting commissioner. September 9th was a tentative deadline for canceling the rest of the season if no agreement was reached. All right, both leagues would share 25% of all gate receipts under the MLB Players Association plan.
Whoa.
And the owners responded by claiming the measures wouldn't meet the costs. The rest of the season, including the World Series, was called off by Bud Selig September 14th. Never forget.
No.
Sorry.
The real never forget.
Yeah, Selig acknowledged that the strike had torn an irreparable hole in the game's fabric. Wow, the season meant a loss of $580 million in ownership revenue and $230 million in players' salaries.
Wow.
In 1994, the average MLB salary was estimated $1.2 million.
I wonder what the estimation is today. 1.2 million. That was the average.
Yeah.
You say 4 million? Because you have a bunch of rookies and call-ups and the league minimums.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't have. So we only have data in this data set back to 2003. The league minimum was $300K. The league minimum in 2019 is $555. So I mean, it's increasing every year.
Yeah.
But okay. Let me see what the average. Oh, the average MLB salary dropped in 2018 for only the fourth time in 50 years.
Wow.
The union said on Friday the final average was $4.095 million.
Wow.
Down from.
I'm good.
Down down $1,500 from the previous year. So now I'm trying to I can't do this math in my head, but in 94, if you were making $1 million was the average, 1.2, is this scaling?
Oh,
is it like an
inflation
accurate?
or?
Yeah. I mean, not, I know we're talking about millions and millions of dollars, so it's really hard for quote unquote an average Joe type person like me or you.
Yeah.
Who,
I do hate it when I hear all they do is hit a ball. If that was easy, then everyone would be doing it. And they wouldn't get paid that much.
When are you fucking playing, dude? That's.
I mean, they are the best in the world, so yeah. But I mean, I get it.
But I do know, and I feel that there is this. Man, the Expos in '94 having their best season in history. They were 74-40.
Wow.
6 games in the NL East ahead of the Braves. Besides, despite having the second lowest MLB payroll.
So they were the Oakland A's back then.
Wow. Wait, they still gave out they still gave out MVPs. Oh, at the time of the strike, Tony Gwynn was hitting .394.
Oh.
So he would have really had to go on a tear.
394?
6 points that late in the season?
Yeah, you'd have to go for 2 for 3 every game.
You're going to be, yeah. You got to hit 500 for the rest of the season. Kevin Mitchell, Julio Franco, and a couple other players opted to play in Japan in 1995 due to the strike. Ken Griffey Jr. had 40 bombs that year. And then what turned all that strike around? Steroid era.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Put some butts back in the seats.
Slamming Sammy and Big Mac. Let me see. Oh, replacement players. Wow, this is interesting. I'm going to have to read this after because this is really fascinating.
Got some homework.
I got some homework just out of a fan. Cool. Oh, so a lot of people were saying that the 94 was very greedy from the players.
Yeah, trying to get
because I think the
gate revenue. Come on.
Yeah, the players I could see feeling of every dollar the owner doesn't give me, it's just going back into the owner's bank account, which is true.
Which, yeah, somewhat, I guess. He still has to pay for the stadium and all the concessions and stuff, correct? Or no?
Yeah, but I mean, this is kind of going back. If we relate this to us, Cerny, we're sort of the people making the money for the company. And then if it's like, oh, hey, I want to raise, no, we can't. But then you hear like, wait, we're making money hand over fist. And then you're like, well, we know the top dog's getting paid. Like, I could see us being a little bit mad. I guess it's all relative,
it's all relative. Right? Yeah, you're right. But I just I take beef with like, can't believe Machado's not. Well, it's like he has a nice offer.
Right. It's not like his phone's fucking not ringing.
Yeah, he's got plenty of suitors. It's just he doesn't.
Now, so is it? It almost seems like it's like some sort of stalemate.
Yeah, I think that is. So it might be a little bit of A, a little bit of B. Kind of a thing.
What do you think the damage would be to baseball from a fan perspective? Because I heard that 95, the McGuire thing didn't happen until 98.
Yeah, it didn't happen. Yeah,
so that's 3 years of like poor attendance and
at
everything.
At least in this point in time, I think as well, because they were already talking about. Remember, they were struggling to put fans in the seats, and the streaming was down because the game was so slow because of the quote millennial attention span or whatever it is.
What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Joke.
So I think if you have a strike, you're almost starting to
shoot yourself in the foot a little bit here.
Yeah. So
but I mean, all those advertising dollars, and so here's something else too. The stadiums that all these players are playing in, the owners aren't paying for them. Usually the city is doing it, and obviously, the Oracle's arena or Oracle Stadium and all these Oracle Park rather.
Yeah,
the city's like subsidizing this. The owners are getting mortgages and everything. Like it's not like the owners are like, oh, I don't know, I'm really paying a lot out of pocket for this.
They didn't get that much money for being foolish.
Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, could we? How about set the ticket prices a little lower for get more fans in?
Maybe it's a fan strike. You charge me $11 fucking for a Bud Light.
No, that's a good point.
Fan strike.
Should we strike this season?
We should. Yeah.
I only went to one game last year, like 2 games.
Me too.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, $11 for a Bud Light? It's not even a fucking craft brew.
No.
Come on.
We should piss on that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know, and because when was the A-Rod deal? That was like 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, we were still in school.
He was making. That was a 10-year, $250 million.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
When that, I was like, this is fucking out of control. Like, who's beating this? Now they're saying Kimbrel is gonna ask. I think he's asking like $100 million or something.
How old is that guy? Hold on.
I have him up here. I'll tell you right now.
I hate when I hear that, and it's like, he's 34. I'm like, oh, wow.
Shit, he's a year younger than us.
Oh, wow. He's young. He's a young lad.
He was born in 88.
100 mil.
42 saves, though, 2.7 ERA, 5-1.
So I sometimes I have a
World Series ring, Rookie of the Year, 4-time All-Star.
So if you look at his
All-Star.
He had a .44 ERA in his rookie year. Then he had a 2, and then a 1.0112, 16,
yeah,
2.534. That's pretty ugly. And then a 1.4 and a 2.7. If you're a closer and you're hovering around a 2, I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Kimbrel, last 3 years. So on the 2016, made $11 million for himself.
Each
2017
total.
What, the year?
Oh, okay, yeah.
2017, 13, 2018, he made $13 million for fucking 42 saves. How much is that a save? $300,000 a save.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to get that in a year, not a save.
So, okay, let's say he's 30. Let's say he's
He's gonna be 31.
He's 31. What do you give him, a 5-6 year contract? You can't give him 6 years. His fucking arm will fall
No,
off.
yeah, especially because he throws
4.
hard. He throws hard too.
Okay,
so
give him 4.
4 years.
What's he asking for then? Was he went 4 and 60 or something?
4 and 60 would be reasonable. If you want to overpay him a little bit, do 4 and 70, but do that extra 10, like incentive laced. Like if you have to hit, we'll give you, or we'll give you 80.
That's how
but
they
you
should
have
be
to
doing
hit.
these
This
80.
many saves. This
appearances and stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing with baseball, all this fucking money's guaranteed.
Yeah. So if you don't guarantee it and you make it, okay, you want that much, then we'll make it incentive based.
Yeah. I'm looking how much Mark Melanson's making.
It was like a 4-year, 60 mil to be a fucking deadbeat.
Cerny, I honestly don't want to tell you.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me sit down. Okay, I'm sitting down.
I need you to lay down. So the Giants. He's 33. Last year
Oh, okay.
got paid a cool 10 mil. Hold on. Plus 10 mil signing bonus. This year,
Yeah.
make a cool 14 mil.
Fuck.
Plus 5 mil signing bonus. Next year, 2020, 14 and 5
So he's making
signing bonus.
20 mil a year.
20 million a year.
19, 20, yeah. How many games did he fucking play last year?
Oh, hold on. He has 8 million deferred at $1 million each year from 2021 to 2028. Full no trade clause, player opt out available in 2018. We're fucking begging you. Opt out.
Opt out.
motherfucker.
Opt out.
$20 million signing bonus.
That's like when Johnny Cueto, like remember the Giants were going to shop him around. I was like, oh yes, they got to get. I'm always on the board where they start needing to get some rookies, and then he got his elbow. I was like, well, fuck, we're stuck
God
with him
damn
now.
it. Dude, even on the Nationals, he was a year at $9.5 million. So I guess he got a little bit of a raise, but not crazy.
He was good with the Nationals, I believe, though.
Fuck. Who else contract do we want to look up?
Okay,
Oh,
look up
are we trying to-
Samardzija.
No, I can't. What, Jeff? SMA. Oh. Oh, the Giants have. Cerny, this is
why this
gonna be
fucking guy
triggering.
got moved out of there.
This is going to be triggering. All right.
I'm ready. I'm sitting.
I can't do it, Cerny.
What's Samardzija getting paid with his fucking 5 ERA, 6 ERA?
His contract with the Giants. How do we let this happen?
Okay, hold on.
5 years,
Okay.
$90 million
Oh my god.
with a $9 million signing bonus.
Oh, so he's getting paid 100 mil.
There's luxury tax salary. I don't even know what that means. And he made $10 million with the White Sox in 2015 for 1 year.
And he's great for 2 innings.
So we signed him his first year. He made the same amount of money because we gave him a signing bonus and then base salary $9 million. 2017, his shit jumped, his doubled. 18 mil, 18 mil, 18 mil, 18 mil.
Wow. This is ridiculous.
I'm honestly upset. How much is Posey making?
Hopefully more than that.
Now I'm like, fuck you guys. You should strike.
For all the people that think they're underpaid, there's some overpays right here.
Okay. At least Posey's making $21 million.
Okay, well, and he should.
8 years, 160.
Oh fuck, that's long term.
That's some
Well,
fucking.
although when they signed that,
I don't know. Looks like he signed it 2014,
so
and his signing bonus is only $700,000.
oh, so yeah, that all is kind
How's he? I'm worried. How's he living? How's he able to keep fucking
How
food
can
on
he
the
eat?
table for his
How can
family?
he?
Oh, you want to really get triggered? Let's check out Belt.
Oh God.
This is just the Giants fucking pitch cast right now.
This is turned into that.
Guess. How much is Belt making this year?
If it's more than 10 mil, I'm pissed.
16.
Oh God. Why?
I don't know. Who else are we gonna look up?
I don't know.
I can't. I mean, so if Brandon Belt's making 16 million, Bryce Harper can at least hit a fucking cockshot fastball.
Yeah.
So he should make twice as much. That's all. That's the math, I guess.
That's
if
the
I'm
math.
Harper and
Now-
I'm looking at these salaries, I'm like, Brandon Belt making 16 million? Son of a bitch.
I just wish we would know what's because you get all the rumors right from all the sports. I mean, it's the downtime of sports. So right after the Super Bowl is basically, it's just the piss time of sports. I don't like hockey.
Oh,
I don't really follow.
you in high school basketball?
So I think like they need something to talk about. So they start like, you get one report like Harper's talking with the Giants, and then you're like, there's no way he's going to do a short-term contract. But then it's like I said before.
But he's taking the meeting still.
Yeah, he's taking the meeting. The Giants already said we're not doing long-term. We took the meeting. And sometimes I told Chipper before the cast, I look at who wrote this. It's like, where are you out of?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's the beat writer for the Phillies.
okay,
So
okay, that's what I say.
Now, Machado, he signed a 1-year, $16 million. Would you rather be spending $16 million fucking the baby giraffe or Machado?
Oh, Machado.
Even with his fucking piece of shit attitude.
Oh yeah, he's still raking
And I guess Machado made a good net because he in 2018 also got paid almost $10 million from the Orioles. So Machado made 26 mil last year, 25.
and I can see that. I mean,
Yeah, he's like
gonna
a franchise player.
Yeah, he's gonna hit your 35 jacks. He's gonna bat over 300. He's gonna hit 100 ribbies.
Who else do we want to look up? I bet we're still playing at Huff. I bet we're still paying Aubrey Huff.
Oh God, that would be.
Looking it up,
I
sorry.
would never stop vomiting.
No, the last year he was paid was 2013. $2 million. So, okay. Whatever.
So what do you think? The strike
Whoa,
or what?
What's going on here?
I mean, I don't think they'll strike. I think it's a lot of just flapping their gums right now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Because I haven't really heard anything from the Players Association. Have
you think they'd be if they were being actually serious about it?
The Players Association
They
would
would
start
be
beating the drum.
Fucking, who is it? Not Tony Pena. Tony
Clark
would he would be out. He'd be putting some fucking boot leather on the sidewalk.
It was just from Wainwright, and you hear some players like I can't.
Verlander, I heard Verlander.
Yeah. So there's some players that are kind of talking about it.
There's
Which I mean, it could grab some traction, but for now,
they're chirping.
But for now, I wouldn't really take too much onto it until like you hear like the Players Association start beating the war drum. Then you might want to start to think about it.
I think the point that you made of it's not a strong game right now to be pissing people off, especially fans.
Yeah.
Because if you go, and you take half a season, you do the walkout thing, and next year you come back, not going to be pretty.
Good luck getting a fat contract when there's no asses in the seats.
Yeah. So that's the thing that's a little bit interesting, too. Like, how are the Marlins? There needs to be like...
I have no idea.
I think like Jeter's run that fucking thing right into the ground.
Yeah.
Like, I could do a better job than that.
Great
Jesus
job, Captain.
Christ.
Good job, Captain.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you do about that? There's a couple teams that are just.
So you trying to relocate them to right next door to the Yankees?
It's not as bad as the NBA. I'll say that.
Oh no.
But there needs to be like almost a little bit of a redistribution of
wealth,
some stuff going on. So we need to basically MLB needs to get Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, or AOC needs to come on down
and feel the burn. So this is our prediction. CERN, would you say that there's a strike this year by the MLB?
I say no.
The players?
I say no.
I say no as well. Now, what I want to see Harper go to the Giants 3 years, $35 million a year.
And I say if he does sign it, that would probably be where it would be at. And I mean, who in the right mind would turn down $30 million a year?
That's what. Even if he wants 10, see, you should think like, I'm so fucking good. After this, I'm gonna command $40 million a year.
Yeah.
After once I get my 2 MVPs and Chip gets his 20.
Plus, he'll be hitting with the short porch there in right field, so he can hit some bay shots.
3 years, 2 MVP awards. Chip collects a cool 20 from Dana. That's all that we need, Bryce.
Dana can suck it.
Yeah. I mean, I swear that second if he signs the Giants, I'm buying the whole fucking family Harper jerseys. I am not fronting on that. It's gonna get fucking done.
We'll do our next cast. We'll have Dan. We'll have Stab Boy in there. We'll have Harper jerseys on.
I'm buying everyone a fucking Harper jersey. My unborn son will have a Harper jersey. Now Machado, do you think there's this Harper Machado? Are they texting each other? Are they colluding?
I don't. There might be. I think they're waiting to see who signs what. I think they're both waiting on each other.
That's the market rate because they're both
equal, basically in value. So they're the same age. I think they're both 26. I looked it up. Let's argue with this guy.
Who would you have? Who would you rather have?
I'd rather have Machado. I think he's better.
Oh, interesting.
Even though he's a punk ass, I think he's better.
His stats are better, but what's he going to do to your team though? He's a cancer, Cerny.
You're right. Well,
cancer.
Is Harper better as far as his dude wise?
I mean, unless you're Papelbon, I think he's all right.
No, what's Strickland?
Oh, right. Did I send you that tweet that was like Strickland got released 42 days ago? 42 divided by whatever is Harper's number.
Yeah.
It's like Harper to Giants confirmed.
Confirmed. Dana pissed Dana off.
Yeah, Dana just nothing. Well, I mean, I think anything else we want to cover about a potential strike? I mean, Cerny, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's not the time to be striking.
No, it's just that would do some damage.
And then what happens to MLB or the minor league?
I don't know. Actually, are they all part of the same union? Players
I don't think so.
I don't know.
But the minor leaguers are getting fucked hardcore.
Yeah, riding the bus.
Yeah, riding the bus. Fucking being a part-time substitute science teacher at the local high school.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. Well,
let us know what you think.
Yeah.
You can email us at chipandcernshow@gmail.com, or you can reach out to us on social media, Chip and Cern Show, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Twitter's probably the best avenue to reach us. But if that's not your cup of tea, just Google Chip and Cern Show and pick your poison. We'll be more than happy to answer.
Yes, we will. We have a Black Friday sale going on our
merch,
classic Chip and Cern Show merch.
Yes, get the OG merch.
The OG merch. chipandcernshow.com/shop, and then we have some freshie, the new hotness, if you will.
Okay.
On teespring.com.
Teespring.
Just search TEE Spring. Search Chip and Cern Show, and we'll be on there. Phone cases, sweatshirts, all that shit.
Anything
you want. There. Well,
I hope there's no strike. I hope we're right.
Yeah, I mean, what would we do with our year without
sports?
Could you imagine how fucking boring it would be? College baseball?
How was work today, guys? I hope you have a fantastic day. Did you answer your emails correctly? How did you address them?
So and so. Well, until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.